Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are here. We're gonna pick some games. I'm gonna explain my picks and pick the big ones and the other ones. I'm just gonna pick the scores and maybe give a slight sentence. We're not picking every game, by the way. We're just picking, big games. Then the slight big games, I guess. We're watching this game here, and so because I don't want to, and because I don't want to watch the game and then make a pick, we're gonna pick this one first. I should probably pause it, but I have Ohio State winning this game, uh, 42-28. Why? Well, their pass offense is, in my opinion, best in the country. Michigan State's pass defense, statistic wise, stat wise, is the worst in the country. So, I mean, it's just like, and I know Ohio State's run defense is pretty bad, kind of like why Oregon won all that. That's going to help out Michigan State on offense. So I just don't think they have it on defense. I think they do have some good pass rush. I'll say that, and that's going to have to hold back Ohio State's pass offense. Michigan State's run defense, it's amazing, but Ohio State can run the ball as well. So Ohio State, yeah, they might need to run it a little bit but we know Mel Tucker, a defensive guy, he set up some type of game plan to stop Ohio State's pass offense because he knows that his pass defense is not that good and all that. He knows it, so he set up a game plan. We were going a screenplay. 20 yards. Ohio State got a false start on the first play. It's at home for Ohio State as well. That helps out. One of the keys for Michigan State is they need to get pressure on the quarterback. You know that the pass defense is going to allow a lot. And then on offense, they need to run it down Ohio State's throat because you know Ohio State's going to score. For Ohio State, I think it's expose the pass defense. Throw it up to your receivers. Quick passes. Make quick passes because you know Michigan State, they're probably going to send pressure a lot this game. So you need to make quick passes to expose that defense. Take long shots too, jump balls, all that. Just do everything you can. Don't get shut down in the run game. And try your best to hold Kenneth Walker, I'd say, at least under. Don't let Michigan State rush for 200 yards on you. You'll probably be fine, and you'll win the game. Running it's hard to run it on Michigan State, but you need to do it a little bit at least. Just at least 100, and I think you'll be good. That's my explaining for the Ohio State-Michigan State game. Once again, Ohio State's going to win 42-28. Michigan State, also, another big stat between these two teams is Ohio State has not been good in the red zone this year if you've been watching them. And Michigan State, at least every time I've seen them in the red zone, they've scored pretty much all the time. So if you can hold Ohio State to field goals, that's going to be huge for Michigan State. And Michigan State just converts that into touchdowns. So I'm not saying Michigan State has no chance. I think it's ridiculous that Ohio State's a 19.5-point favorite and 86% chance they're going to win this game. But I also think Michigan State's got the better coaching. I think they have the better coach, Mel Tucker. That's just my opinion. I think they have the better coach. Yeah. All right, well, only 2 minutes have gone by, and nothing's really happened too much yet. Ohio State's completed a couple of passes. That's it. All right. Yeah, can't watch Charleston Southern in Georgia because it's on ESPN Plus. Makes me sick that the number one team in the country is not on TV. Makes me sick. Georgia. Maybe I can find it. Georgia. it's not on TV. Alabama, New Mexico State's on TV. I don't. Whatever. All right, let's go back to picking games. Al State's driving right now. All right, next we're gonna pick. We'll pick Clemson, Wake Forest. I have strong opinions about this game. I think that Wake Forest is gonna be able to throw it a lot on Clemson. Not because Clemson's a bad pass defense. I just think that's gonna help them win. I think Clemson defense will be a factor, but I do think Wake Forest offense will score still. Yeah. And as for Clemson's offense, I think a bad offense cannot score against a bad defense. That's not how it works. If you have a bad offense, you're not scoring against anyone. Like that. That's just how it works. Unless you're playing an FCS team. I mean, maybe playing a bad defense is a factor to it, but it's just not enough offense. What Clemson needs to do is that, Wake Forest is bad defense, especially the run defense. Their run defense is horrible. So if Clemson can run it on them with Will Shipley and Colby Payson, we know their offensive line ain't good. If they can do that, I think they can put up some points. Throwing the ball is just not going to work, and it hasn't worked all year. I think Clemson's defense. I think they're going to get. Some pressure on Sam Hartman. That's going to cause. I think that's going to cause a couple of turnovers, but I just don't think it's enough. Oh, touchdown Ohio State. Already exposing the pass defense for Michigan State. I really hope Michigan State wins this game. But I'm gonna go Wake Forest. I'm gonna go with them 34-20. I think Clemson will score a little bit because of that bad defense. I just don't think it's enough though. That's just my opinion. Wow. All right, next game. Pick Iowa State and Oklahoma. We're gonna pick the games that are on now first because it's just like you can't. Yeah. Georgia scored a touchdown. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I just already 108 rushing yards. I mean, yeah. Oh my God. Stetson Bennett threw a pick. How do you throw a pick against Charleston Southern? Whatever. We're gonna win that game by a lot anyways. Alright, let's go. Iowa State and Oklahoma. I don't want to spend too much time on this game because there's no offense to either fan base. There's better games than this. Actually, yeah, take all the offense. There's better games in this game. I'm sorry, but it's true. Oh no, there's really not better games than this. I guess there kind of are. Let's just pick that game next. Iowa State, Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma's going to get back. I think they're going to be energized. They're going to take their anger out on Iowa State for them beating last year. And then they're going to take their anger out on them for just, their loss last week. I think Oklahoma's going to get their swagger back, I guess you could say. And Iowa State's already completing passes over them. It doesn't change my pick though. I still think Oklahoma's gonna. I think they're gonna throw it a lot on Iowa State, even with their 3-2-6. That's why I pose an upset alert to this game, but they got Oklahoma's too explosive. They'll pop off some big run plays. As for Iowa State's offense, it's not enough. Honestly, and Oklahoma's defense has some good pass rush, and all that. I just think Oklahoma's gonna run away with it. Give me Oklahoma 41-23. A little bit of a weird score, you know what I'm saying? Next we got New Mexico State scored a touchdown against Kentucky. Okay. What should we pick? We'll just rattle off some picks with no explanation. Georgia's beating Charleston Southern. I got Boston. We'll go Boston College beating Florida State. Where's it being played? They kick return against Ohio. It's at Boston College. Okay, I'll pick Boston College. Thought I was going to pull the trigger for a second. Yeah. West Virginia's beating Texas, and Texas 5-game losing streak. Like, what? Yeah. Both teams got to win out to be better. Yeah, those are both true. Those are both good keys, I got to admit. Yeah, any other games on now that I might pick? Nah, that's it. Alright, going on to some other big games. Alabama and Arkansas. Alabama's favored by 20.5. You know, I would take Arkansas in this game. The amount of games that Alabama's had close, I think they're going to have another one be close. Oh my God. Ohio State swarms Kenneth Walker on the first play of offense for MSU. Yeah. I don't think it's enough though. I think Alabama's gonna win. 45 to I'm actually gonna go 40. I'm gonna go 38-24. Just for the fact that I think Arkansas is going to hang in this game kind of like the rest of the teams have. I think that's the safest pick, honestly. Another close game with Alabama. Oh my God. Ohio State's defense is balling out right now. I want to get this over with because I want to watch this game. So, MSU and Cincinnati. I said I said it on camera, but I do think Cincinnati will finish this season with a loss. But I don't think it will be here. I think it's going to be in the AAC championship game versus Houston. I think they'll win today. Not by much, but I think they'll win. MSU passing it a lot. That's not the way to go. Okay. Cincinnati's going to win this game, in my opinion. I'm going to go with 38-31. I think it will be close. MSU actually would cover the spread then. I think they'll cover the spread then. Yeah. Well, this is a big game, so I think I think this is a big game, so I think I'm gonna explain it a little bit. I think that MSU's defense is just not good enough to win this game, honestly. I think Cincy's gonna run it all over MSU. I think they'll throw it a little bit on MSU, and I think Cincy's defense will just be good enough to hold off Tanner Morgan. Did I just say Tanner Morgan? Tanner Mordecai. I meant, but I think it's gonna be enough to hold off. So that's my explaining for this game. And I know it doesn't matter much, but this game is at Cincinnati, so. I should probably explain the Alabama-Arkansas game a little bit too. Well, here we go. I think Alabama's going to be able to throw it a lot on Arkansas. I think I don't know about running it. Arkansas likes to play 3-2-6, so they're going to run it a little bit. And when Ole Miss played a 3-2-6, they ran it. So, but their run defense for Alabama, I'm not going to hold one game against them. Their run defense is 5th in the nation. At the same time, though, I do think Arkansas is going to be able to run it a little bit on them. At least 150. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's how I think Arkansas stays in this game. And our mobile quarterback, Saban, has trouble with mobile QBs. Yeah, that's how I look at the game, being close than what people think it was. Going on to pick some scores, Michigan will beat Maryland. Washington will beat Colorado. Notre Dame will beat Georgia Tech. What else? Florida, Missouri, that's right. You know, I know this isn't a good game, but I'm going to pick Missouri. The win is scoring 31-24. I just don't think Florida's motivated enough. I'm surprised they're favored by 9 points anyways, just being honest. No. Missouri's winning this game 38-21. UCLA will beat USC. Pretty easy pick there. Auburn, South Carolina. With Bo Nix out, I think South Carolina poses that upset alert. I don't think they're going to get it done, though. 31-28, Auburn. Got the U versus Virginia Tech. I think the U will win that one. 31-24. Thanks. That it? Those aren't very good games. I'll say that. Well, we got a top 10 matchup at noon, so I shouldn't really be complaining. Nebraska will keep it close to Wisconsin, but you know. Oh, this is a huge game. Oh, Oregon, Utah. Okay. Well, I know not many people are going to watch it because it's late at night, like the rest of the Pac-12 games. Well, it's at 7:30. That's not that late. I'm sure you can say it for that. Utah's favored by 3. I think this game's going to be really even. I think Oregon's going to be able to force some turnovers. That's what I think is going to happen. I also think that Oregon's be able to run it all over Utah. Not that Utah's run defense, let me say this, it's just not good enough to hold off great run offenses. That's what Oregon does here. They run the ball down your throat. In fact, if I'm not wrong, I think they have more rush yards per game than they do pass yards per game. So I think they'll run it all over Utah for the win. I think they're going to force some turnovers because that's what Oregon's defense does. That's also... Yeah. I just think the stars for Oregon are better than the stars for Utah. It's at Utah, which makes it a tough place to play. But I think the main thing for Utah versus Oregon's defense that's going to help them out is the fact that it's the fact that Oregon just they're balanced, and maybe Utah can catch them on one end and all that. I think Utah's gonna be able to run it all over Oregon as well. But Oregon's defense is kind of balanced. Nothing bad, nothing great, besides turnovers. But I'm talking about like the pass-run ratio. Point is, I think Utah run it all over Oregon. I think they might give it a couple. I think they get a little bit passing good on Oregon. That's just my opinion. And that's what I think is going to happen. I got Oregon winning this game. 28-24. That's a huge game. And that's at Utah, too. They really got a chance. Oh, huge play. Oh, Ohio State got it. Exposing the pass defense for Michigan State. I told you that was going to happen. I told you. Y'all just don't listen. Yeah, I think that's all the games I'm going to pick, though. Well, actually... I think Kayvon Thibodeau will have a huge game against Utah. See if maybe there's any other games worth even mentioning or talking about. Georgia on Charleston Southern. Yeah, we're not throwing the ball. We're just running it down their throat. So, Saints got negative 16 yards rushing. Well, that's because of the sacks. So I'm assuming we have QB has 2 rushing yards. I'm assuming we have 2 sacks. Oh, it doesn't show the defense. Okay, that's crazy. Not even in line for this game. I didn't even get an interception this question. I really wish I could watch that game. Man, maybe it's on YouTube, but I'm just being crazy. But touchdown Georgia, let's go. 32-yard pass to Kenny McIntosh. Our running back. Okay. Expecting something. Clemson up 9-0. A&M is showing praying for you, A&M. That'll be best A&M. I think Oklahoma State will beat Texas Tech. That game's worth mentioning. Oh, yeah, Baylor, Kansas State. I think Baylor will win, but that's an interesting game. I'll pick the rest of the SEC games, and that's probably going to be it. Not the FCS games, but real SEC games. Ole Miss will beat Vandy. That's the only one I didn't mention. I said real SEC game. I think I will be in battle for one. Oh yeah, UTSA and Utah, or UAB. I'm going to pull the trick here and I'm going to say UAB with that passing offense. They get UTSA here 35-31. Navy versus East Carolina. I'll go with Navy here. Upset 24-21. TCU will beat Kansas. Alright, yeah, that's it. Georgia Huron, even though I'm not watching the Georgia game because it's not on. What's your favorite nickname for the wide receiver room or you? Maybe there's Georgia Charleston Southern games on YouTube.
The ideal college search ends with you finding an A+ school in an A+.
Maybe.
That's exactly what you'll find.
Oh, it is? Okay, well, I do have the Georgia game here. Alright, well, I'm happy now. We got Georgia game right here. I should have had it on the whole time. Yep. Oh yeah. Kick return for Michigan State here though. Too much. I don't know about this for Michigan State. 28 points was maybe even a reach, and it seems like they're gonna allow a touchdown every drive. Hey. Net. Pace and go dogs. 1980, baby. Bottle in action. You know, the 1980 and the scores on the back. Let's see what Michigan State can do here. If they don't get a good play here, I might need to call a health insurance on. Yeah. I might have to think of a different game to turn on here soon. Peace and go to pass protection, Ohio State. Jeez.